I know Mordone is active because it's in a Realm Reborn ending city, but oh boy, I was not expecting to come to see it this active. Is it related to current content? I don't know. All I know is I have a bunch of cutscenes to watch because the game is like, hey, you have a bunch of cutscenes. And so I stopped. And Tataru is happy to see me yet again. I wonder how many of these will actually be voiced.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
I forgot what you sounded like.
I've carried out the treatment as per Master Matoya's instructions. It should slow the destabilization of their corporeal ether quite significantly. But tell me, how fare our friends in the first?
They're vibing. Although Thancred's sad.
So this Becklug's the first to lead an authority on soulcraft, are they? Sounds promising.
I forgot about your voice too, because the last time I pretty much saw you was when I went back to go do the Hell's Lid storyline, even though I had gone through base Shadowbringers and had to still finish that. And you don't speak, you're a summoner.
And Urianger's proffered solution of white auracite is rather ingenious now that I think of it. Well, while they press on with their preparations, you may rest assured we will continue to do our part here.
Oh, you're back. And none the worse for wear, I see.
Okay. Was not expecting that outfit, but I will not complain.
Estinian! Oh, thank the gods! We've been worried sick. Did you lose your link pearl or something?
The situation in Garlemald has become more complicated. I was making my escape from the capital when I ran into one of yours, Riol. He thought it best we come straight here.
More complicated how?
Where to begin? After entering the Empire via Razat Han, I went about my mission of investigating Black Rose.
If I'm being honest, it's hard for me to see that Black Rose and not think of League of Legends. And more so how Annie had just destroyed one of their facilities just because she's a pyromaniac.
It was then, inside a provincial factory, that I encountered the one who styles himself Shadow Hunter, Gaius Baelsar.
We already kind of knew that.
Our goals being apparently aligned, we joined forces and ventured on into the heart of the capital, to the very Imperial Palace itself. There, we found a man whom all assumed dead.
Xenos.
But his soul lives on. and he has wrested back his flesh.
I probably shouldn't know that, but, or maybe there's a, oh yeah, there's a cutscene, but also internet kind of spoils things just by existing, because, to quote Pint's video, if the character's attractive, it doesn't matter about spoilers, and people think he's attractive. I'm not one of those.
Xenos ye Galvus. Nor did the surprises end there. For no sooner had we arrived than he murdered his sire in cold blood. The Emperor. What's wrong?
Tataru. It's a ghostly blade. I kind of wish this was voiced. So does that mean Fordova has great power too? Or is she just gonna be ignored for the rest of the time? Like other Stormblood characters? Oh no. Okay. He did not use Super Bowl Light. Okay, I'm an elf. Well, there's 2 of them. Ah. I'm sorry guys, I don't get a sprint option. Do I go this way or that way? I'm assuming this way. But I think splitting up probably was a bad idea. I don't know. It's a common trope scene and stuff. Why was there a person in there? Yeah, I kind of see that I'm Estonian right now again. I just find it funny how they keep reusing the Ultima weapon and stuff. Whether it be Dunscaith, however you prefer it pronounced. I say Dunscaith because I know it will annoy some people, and I find it funny and just easy to remember. There we go, I did it correctly. Angry salamander? Oh, different. Ah, so Limit Break puts in like an actual cutscene. I wonder if he's dead. Or he's gonna come up later.
Are you alright?
It was just the echo. Tatari, how do you not notice at this point?
Peer into my past, did you?
Of course he's not happy.
Well, I didn't quite relive the experience as you did, but I bore witness to it all.
I'm still not sure what I think of this gift of yours. But no matter.
He's not happy. I don't think a lot of people was like peering into your past.
Our confrontation was cut short when the Imperial Guard arrived. It was then that Xenos took his leave, citing boredom.
To think their research into the Echo could bear such fruit. Escaping death, jumping from one body to the next, and returning to his own after all this time. He is an Ascian in all but name.
It beggars belief, aye. But no more than a hero traversing the rift between worlds. My concerns are far more prosaic. With the Emperor dead and the Crown Prince missing, the Empire is in disarray. Until order is restored, assuming it even possible, we needn't fear an Imperial reprisal. And for reasons of his own, Xenos took it upon himself to rid the world of Black Rose. Riol has already gone to apprise the Alliance leaders of these developments. We may leave the matter in their hands for now.
Then perhaps we have seen the last of the fighting at Gimlet. Though, if it comes to civil war, I cannot help but fear for the provinces. Ah, I'd nearly forgotten to ask. What became of Gaius? Did he not escape with you?
That he did, but we parted ways shortly after leaving Garlemald. He claimed another threat had arisen which demanded his attention.
Is it the weapon trial series?
He didn't elaborate, but the absence of some device or other in the capital gave him reason to believe they're planning something.
It's sounding like the weapon trial series. Which I'd really like to do.
Lest you worry. I believe he has well and truly shed the Black Wolf's pelt. Conquest is no longer his objective. We may safely leave him to his own devices.
Well, it's nice to have one less foe to worry about, even if we do have a mysterious new threat to look out for instead. Speaking of which, I'll see that Riol and Al Shinobi are made aware. Though we still know next to nothing, it can't hurt to be vigilant.
Well then, with Black Rose nipped in the bud, I believe I've fulfilled my part of the bargain.
That's true, but with the Archon still slumbering away, we were hoping you might
just want to
agree
make him a
stay with us
scion,
for a
but
little bit longer.
you just want to make him a scion, which he does become because internet spoiled that for me.
Sorry, but I'm not inclined to extend my contract. Gaius isn't the only one with business to attend to.
Thank you for your help then, Estinian. I see why Alphino admires you so.
Farewell, my friend. See that you don't make a habit of dozing off in battle.
The never meets the people I do role quests with in the first. Just do not meet them. They have that same complaint. She knows.
I suppose we should all be getting on then. As ever, we will see to the Archon's needs. In the meantime, why not get some rest? You've more than earned it. Go on.
Meanwhile, ominous music. Nerva? Okay, that's a new one. Oh, it is a civil war. Yeah, they kind of are boring. I agree. Ah, oh no. Meanwhile, Why is the music like that? Oh, Master Matoya as in the actual Matoya, not you stole his nickname. Oh, hello there. Why can't you just send Tatara? I want to see her in an Alamegan-based outfit. She had a hat in Heavenswood, and then she had an outfit when she went to Kugane. Then she had a battle outfit for the Hell's Lid storyline. Like, well, why not she get an outfit in Alamega? Wilson. Hopefully this isn't long, because it didn't indicate it was going to be long. He's not dead.
They're here, Commander.
Although it would have taken a whole patch or something for people to find that out. Well, for me it just took like a few minutes.
And I for one am grateful that they are. Told you've been busy since our paths last crossed at the Gimlet Dark.
I saved the world. Then I came back here to do Ananta daily quests.
Not that I understand half of it. When the science spoke of other worlds, I'd struggled to describe what I pictured. Mayhap things would seem clearer were I to hear the tale from your own lips. But I'm afraid the situation will not afford us that luxury. I trust you two require no introduction.
Yeah, I fight up in Praetorium a lot. And I'm gonna throw that joke into the ground, not throw, bury it into the ground. It's never going to end.
We meet again, hero of Eorzea. Must we repeat this ridiculous display? I pose no threat to you, though what I come to warn you of very well might.
Here's the thing, if he did pose a threat, We know that we can beat him up.
Had he meant to do us harm, I hazard he would have kept to the shadows and brought more than 2 companions. We need not pretend to be the best of friends, but I hope we can put aside our differences for the present.
As you are doubtless aware, Sir Estinian and I cooperated to rid the world of Black Rose in your absence. Our journey together took us as far as the Imperial Palace, where we witnessed Emperor Varus meet his death at Xenos' hand. Being the sole witnesses to this crime, and in no position to defend our innocence, we were then forced to flee, each pursuing his own avenue of escape. When we were later reunited, Estinian claimed to have encountered an unfamiliar kind of machina during his flight. But to me, his description seemed anything but. And upon further investigation, I found that I was right.
I just don't understand why there was a person on it.
The Empire is developing a new Ultima weapon.
What, that Allagan monstrosity, created to vanquish primals, with which you yourself once thought to conquer Eorzea?
The same. In my foolishness, I sought to harness its power, and became the Ascian's pawn in so doing. But you know as well as I how that tale ended.
And I relive it every day.
The weapon itself, excavated from beneath this very city, was destroyed ere we could fully unravel its secrets, and that should have been the end of it. But unlikely as it sounds, the Empire's efforts to recreate it have somehow borne fruit, primarily through secret research conducted by this...
Wait, the Seventh was all but annihilated at Cartano, along with its legatus.
Indeed, few survived. The Seventh, as it is now, has little in common with the Legion led by Vandanis, and its leadership has changed hands several times since. Precisely how this project has continued despite such turmoil, and under whose auspices, remains a mystery.
I see the word auspice, and I think of Hell's Lid. And by proxy, Sun Wukong.
What we do know, however, is that a number of prototypes have been produced, and that one of them is on its way to Eorzea.
Is it one of those weapons in the weapon trial series?
We attempted to stop it, but it was all we could do to slow its progress.
And right glad are we that you did. Though it soundly dashed our hopes that tensions might ease at last.
As it is, we've begun to strengthen our presence in the Gimlet Dark, and are assembling a force to meet the coming threat. A force with you in its vanguard, I hope. Before you say anything, I know full well you have pressing concerns of your own. Your comrades remain in peril, and I would not ask you to forsake them. But the fact remains that you, and you alone, have faced the Ultima weapon, and emerged victorious. We need you.
I wasn't alone, I had people queuing up with me.
And so, when the time comes, if your comrades can spare you, I bid you lend us your strength. I've assigned an officer to await your word.
The Ascian's downfall was to be the work of my remaining days. But it was my hand that kindled these flames, and I cannot allow them to spread any further. I will do what I must to see this mistake consigned to history once and for all. Even if it means begging your aid. The fates will enjoy the irony, even as I endure the ignominy.
I too shall make for the border and offer my skills, meager though they seem in such company. Mayhap we shall meet there anon.
Though we can ill afford to ignore the coming of a new Ultima weapon, our friend's plight grows ever more precarious, and none save you can join them in the first. I only hope you are not forced to make a choice.
I have infinite time to do content, Cryo. Ah, yes. There's the quest. The quest to do the weapon quest line. Which I will do another time, as I will be stopping here.